to all my brothers and sisters in Christ and anybody else who's watching this video. I just wanted to come on here today and just do a dream. I've definitely felt it on my spirit for about 3 months now to come on and share some dreams. I've been getting them for about 8 months probably, since November of last year, so 2014, and I just wanted to come on here today and do a specific one that I felt I've been led by the Spirit to just share with everyone. So I'll just go through the dream first and basically what I've written down, and then maybe talk about it a little bit afterwards. But I'll just share exactly like what I have written down first and go from there. So first of all, when the dream started, I was in a big city. I knew that I was. In the dream, I didn't know where I was to begin with, but I just remember that I was looking up at some very tall buildings. I know that it was kind of a CBD type scenario. Now, when I looked over in this direction, I saw a big white plane, and on the side of the plane it had in black capital letters, United States of America. And then the next thing I know, the plane had actually crashed. I'm not sure whether it crashed into like the ground specifically, because there were a few buildings in the way, so I didn't actually see exactly where it had crashed, but there was a big type of explosion, and obviously a fire. Now, when that had happened, obviously I just thought that I had to run in the opposite direction, which would have been this way from me. Now, when I was running this way, I found that there was another plane. It was a white plane. It was quite similar, but I don't know whether it had any writing on it or any detail like that. It was just another plane. So then that plane had done the same thing, and it had crashed as well. Now, when that had happened, I went to run that way, and then again the same thing happened again. Just a white plane, not sure about the detail on that one either, that crashed, and then I ran that way and the same thing had actually happened. I saw another plane crash. So then I just remember thinking, you know, that there was nowhere to go, and so I just, in my dream, I thought I was going to die, and so the next thing that had happened is I closed my eyes and I thought, you know, that's it. And then the next part of that was, yeah, when I'd closed my eyes, I felt that someone came up behind me and grabbed me, more of it in a peaceful way, like, you know, like a partner would come up behind you and hug you and comfort you. And at this point I still had my eyes closed, and then the next thing I had felt is I was lifted directly straight up. So I don't know exactly where I ended up, but it wasn't, I know that I wasn't on Earth, I don't think I was. So I went directly straight up, and then I opened my eyes, and can't remember in as much detail what that looks like because I didn't really write that down. So, and then I turned around and it was Jesus. I don't know how I know that it was Jesus, I just knew that it was Jesus that had saved me. So that, yeah, was really, really nice. But I think, yeah, I think, and then my dream had actually kind of cut, so it kind of stopped there and went into another part. But the next part, it was like a dream inside a dream, so I woke up inside my dream. So I'd woken up in a place that I wasn't really sure where I was, but somehow I knew that I lived there. So that was a bit strange, and I didn't know the people or anything like that, except I don't know whether this part is important, but I felt like I should add it on anyway. I did go out into a living area sort of thing, where I did see one person that I did know, and the first thing that she had said to me after that is, "I believe in the rapture." And I said, "Well, I do too." And then we did talk a bit about salvation, but I won't go into that. But basically I just thought that maybe that detail may have been important, because I remember in my dream thinking about the dream that I just had as well. So that was, yeah. So anyways, that was my dream in the detail. So when I originally first had the dream, I'm not an interpreter. I know that some people can interpret dreams and things like that. Sometimes I do get interpretations of my dreams, but on this one particularly I didn't. However, I will note that when I was waking up from my actual dream, the very first thing I thought of is New York City. So I do believe that my dream was about New York City. So I just thought I'd add that in, because it was the very first thought I had when I was still half asleep waking up, that was where I was. But yeah, I do think that, yeah, my interpretation, I've had different interpretations because I've been thinking about it, but I do think that the dream, especially to me, was answering prayers that, you know, that I was going to be protected for a lot of stuff that I'm going through, because a lot of the bride, as well as many other Christians at the moment, I know are going through some pretty rough spiritual attacks. A lot of us are. So, you know, just pray for protection of all of you, of course, in Jesus Christ's name. So yeah, for anyone that is going through any attacks right now though, I just want you to know that you're not alone. A lot of us are, and the closer to the rapture that things become, a lot more attacks are going to happen, so we just got to stay strong for this very small amount of time that's left, because Jesus is coming. He's coming for his bride very, very soon. So, you know, guys, just hang in there, you know. We haven't got long left. But yeah, anyway, so what I was saying, yeah, I think for me he was trying to say that he was going to protect me from whatever was coming, like Jesus, because he did. He saved my life. He protected me in that moment. And no matter how rough things are, he's still there. You know, the Father is always in control, no matter how bad it looks. Even if you think you're going to die, like I did. So yeah, and I think I definitely do believe that, yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Obviously, only he does. But I do think something is going to happen in New York. Don't know what, I don't know when, don't know details, but that was my dream anyway. So yeah, and always pray about these things. So never take my word on anything or anyone else's word on the internet. You always have to ask the Father about these things. So please pray about everything. Yeah, and just know that he's always in control, and even when things get really bad, because they're about to, he's always in control, and he will save us. You know, the rapture is going to happen before, you know, the bride gets hurt in any way or anything like that. We will be taken out. We will be taken away. We will be going home. So yeah, anyways, that's just the dream that I felt that I had to share today. There is still, I have a whole book of dreams, so of course if the Father is willing, I will definitely put some more on here, because I have had some dreams about the rapture too. So, and I just want everyone to know the bride is going to be raptured. I know there's a lot of debate about, you know, different rapture stances and things like that, but he is coming for his bride, and it's coming very, very soon. I don't have any dates. We shouldn't set dates, because only he knows. But just when things are going to get bad, we're going home. So, you know, look up, because we're going home very, very soon. So, I just want to say that I love all you guys, and I hope and I pray that everyone is well, and yeah, just pray for all you guys. And also on that, we really do need to be praying at the moment for every single brother and sister in Christ, and because we're all going through really tough times. And also, you know, for everything that's happening in the world, you know, the Father needs our prayers so that He can make a difference with what's going on. So our prayers can make a difference. There's such a huge power in prayer. Like, I cannot emphasize that enough. Our prayers do make a difference. So please, guys, please pray for one another, and always pray to the Father and ask for discernment and wisdom, and He will reveal to you whatever. So, you know, just always pray, and I hope that I'll see you guys again soon. And yeah, alright, see you guys.